Hey, everybody. It's your lovely Lotus Blossom Lizzie. How is everybody doing today? I am going to be doing some washi tape samples for a swap that I'm involved in over at the Facebook group. Now, before I get started, I always like to just make a suggestion that if these are the type of videos that you like, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification button so that you'll be notified when more videos like this one come out. And also, if you would like to be part of our swaps and part of our group, we have a Facebook group, and the name of the group is Junk Journal Buddies. So you can head over there. The link is in the description as well. And so it's very easy to do these types of things for the swaps. And as far as the washi tape goes, you can do these for travel purposes as well. I actually have some samples that I made because I have a lot of washi tape. So when I'm going someplace, if I want to take my junk journal or my planner, I like to have like some samples with me. So I'm going to show you how to easily take some samples on the go with you or just make some for a swap. So that's what we're doing today. So you'll need a few things here, and the first one is going to be a laminator. And my laminator is it's a smidge dusty. Let me just turn off the actual, let me turn off the focus on here because it's going kind of crazy, you all. Hold on one second, because y'all know. Usually when I come on, I don't have my stuff set up. And even when I'm recording, I have to say, things not as they should be. All right, here we go. Now, okay, so we shouldn't be going autofocus crazy now. Now, I'm actually recording videos at this time because I have a wacky Wi-Fi problem, and so I thought I would just come on and put these up as a recording, but kind of in the same style as I usually do these. So y'all can let me know in the comments if you enjoy these videos as well. Now, if you want to get even more content, you can head over to the Patreon channel, which is patreon.com/LizForAday. Now, another item that you'll need is some laminating pouches. Now, I have seen some pouches over, and I think I've seen them in Walmart, and you may be able to find them in a dollar store, and they are self-laminating. So if you don't have a laminator, you can go on Amazon. You can get you some self-laminating pouches, and I'll put those in the link in the description below as well. That way you don't need a laminator for it. Okay, so these laminating pouches are approximately, they're like around 8.5 by 11, you know, the size of a regular paper. And they're a little bit bigger, so you could put a regular piece of paper in here if you wanted to. Now, I'm going to do something a little bit different. Yeah, I'm just going to push this over to the side a little bit because I got these big old bags of scraps rather. And I keep my scraps kind of separated, and I put them all in a box. So I just decided to just grab some scraps out of here for what we're going to be doing. And I noticed that I had some music pages. Y'all love these antique music pages. Faux show. And so I think I'm going to use some of this. I want to do just a few different types of things here. So I'm just looking. Yeah, of course, again, I didn't plan anything in advance. I'm just grabbing some stuff. And I also want to make these probably about 1 3/4 inches wide by about maybe 4 inches long. So let's see. Let's take this out. Let's see if these are going to be wide enough. And they are. They're like 2 inches across. So I can use these strips here. I'm just going to make only 3 of these. So let's do this way. And I was even thinking about using some of my collage papers. Now, these collage papers are actually over in the shop at pleasantcreations.com, so you can get a hold of these. I've used this one to death, as you can see, because you can use them for so many things. You can use them for making tags. You can use them for making journal cards, washi tape samples. You name it. You can glue them onto the page as a background. They're just awesome. So these are a digital kit over at Pleasant Creations. So let me just get Big Mama out here. And Big Mama is my big old cutter here. And I'm just going to cut this page down a smidge so we can use it. And like I said, I'm going to try to keep the picture on here. And move this up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. And I said I want to make these about 4 inches tall. Will be big enough, I think. Maybe they need to be a little bit bigger. No, I think 4 inches will be fine. So these will be a little bit, they look small, but once we laminate them and everything like that, they will be just fine for what we're trying to do. Because if you're traveling someplace, you don't want to have just like big whopping cards of washi that you're going to be taking along with you. So this will be just fine. Let's do this at about 4 inches for these. Put those over there. And let's get some of these. I'm going to cut off, actually, let's do this bottom part here. Y'all, hopefully, well, by the time you all see this, I'm hoping to have my internet all back together again. I did do a live stream over on the Facebook group to let everybody kind of know she hasn't gone away. She just is out of commission for the moment, but I'll be back. All right, we have another piece here. I'll do like 4 or 5 cards and that'll be fine, because I'm sure I'll be in a washi swap again, or I can take these on the go with me. So this is like a really good size to stick in your planner as well. You can just put a few washi tapes on here and you can take it on the go. Because, you know, kind of limiting yourself sometimes is a good way to go. Because sometimes you could just have too much stuff that you call your travel bag. All right, so now, okay, y'all, I have like this big sheet. Let's see. Maybe I may add a few more pieces. Just, well, at least like one more piece in here. Let's put one more piece in here, and we'll do another piece of this music page, because I don't want to waste the sheet. I'm always trying to figure out a way to just use every little bits and pieces of things that I have. And of course, any scraps that I have from this, I will definitely be putting in my collage bin to do some collaging. All right, let's move Big Mom out the way. And y'all, I'm not doing any editing on this video. I'm not doing any editing. I'm just going to record it, render it, and post it up. So, okay, so that should be good, because you want to make sure when you put your things into the laminator that they have space in between. So it doesn't matter if they're a little crooked, as long as they have space, you will be good to go. So let's move these over here and open up our pouch, because there's actually 2 pieces here, and they fold out. And now we're just gonna stick these on here. So it will probably be good. Like these are not double-sided, but I don't have any double-sided scraps, so we're just going to go with the one-sidedness of these papers. And I think we'll be okay. Y'all think we'll be okay? I think we'll be okay. You could also add maybe like some flowers or something to this. You can layer it, but you have to be careful when you're layering, because remember it has to go through the laminator. So the more layers you have, the harder it is for your laminator. You could possibly break your laminator and things will get stuck. So you want to be careful with that. So the laminator is all heated up and ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and start running this through. Trying to get in as straight as I can. This is a really good angle to do this too. Alright, so it's a going. It's a going and it's a going. Yeah, I didn't even put my old lady glasses on for this. This is a pretty easy project. It's pretty easy. And something I needed to get done. So I thought we would come on together and get it done. I'm just moving it up because, you know, I have a delicate ecosystem here on this desk. And this will like easily run into the back part of the ecosystem. So in order to not do that, I have to move the laminator. It's a little bit of a slow process here, but like I said, I'm not editing this video, so you guys got to bear with me. All right, so most of the time I'll run these through twice, but I don't really think it's necessary for this project, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this off because we're finished with that. Let me just move some stuff out of my way. All right, so this is what we have now. And it cools off pretty quickly. So even if you use like a thin piece of paper like I did with these music sheets, you should be fine for this project because the lamination will make it stiffer. So I'm going to take Big Mama back out and we're going to cut these down. So just remember when you are cutting your lamination down that you don't want to get too close to the edges because remember this is creating a pocket in the inside of here. So if you cut too close to the pocket, it's going to make a hole and then you kind of just, I won't say you ruin the project, but I'm just saying you don't want to get too close. So we're going to take a little bit of time to, we're going to get a smidge close but not too close. Just a smidge. Y'all know what a smidge is? It's a not too close. That's what a smidge is. Alright. Let's see. That looks good. And y'all, let me put my old lady glasses on. I'm just struggling to see here. Because I don't want to put my glasses on. Y'all always say that I'm not doing a tutorial, but I guess this is kind of a tutorial-esque. I'm teaching y'all how to make washi cards, washi sample cards. So I guess it's a tutorial. All right. Okay. Oh, let me tell y'all why I'm doing this too. I know y'all probably already heard because I've been talking about it, but I started a new podcast and it's called L3. And the L3 stands for Love, Life, and Disasters. Because, you know, there's always disasters in life. And we can always definitely learn from others when it comes to those disasters. So that's what the podcast is all about. I'm just trying to get just a smidge closer. Y'all love this cutter because it can cut a sliver of anything off. It's just quite cool. So if you don't get it the first time, you can take a sliver off and you should be good to go. I should have named Big Mama Sliver. Because y'all know I love naming inanimate objects in here. I don't know why. But you know what? I don't have a name for my laminator. She's gonna have to think about that. She's going to have to think about that. Y'all know what would have been great if I would have put like some little tiny words on the inside of this. That would have been cool. So maybe the next time when I do this, that's what I'll do. But since I've already gone too far on this, these are going to be very, very simple samples. All right, so let me just toss all this into my trash. Y'all can hear my trash bag. I recycle my my brown bags from the grocery store. I just use them for my trash in here in the Liz studio. All right, so this is what we're looking at right here. And so they're nice, cute little cards. And of course, you can make them look even prettier. But again, I'm really keeping this simple. Yeah, I even thought about sewing these cards and then putting them through the laminator. And I really don't know how that would work. But, you know, sometimes you live and you learn. Okay, so the next thing that I want to do is I am going to get out my OER Memory Keeper's corner rounder. And I'm going to use the 1/4 corner. So it has 2 corners on here. Let me see if you can get a shot of this here. Let me call my cameraman. Cameraman, get a shot of this. So it has a 1/2 inch and a 1/4 of an inch of a corner. And of course, the 1/4 of an inch is a smaller corner. So this is kind of a small piece. So I am going to do the 1/4 of an inch corner on these. And I could really just do them all at the same time, but the way that I cut these, they may be a little bit different. So it's going to be better to just round each corner. But the We Are Memory Keepers corner chomper really can go through quite a bit of thickness. So, and I also heard someone say the way to actually sharpen these, because I guess they get dull over time as well, is to use some aluminum foil. You could do that with your punches as well. So I've tried that on a limited basis. So I can't really give you a report on that one. So we just have a few more, and you can see they're pretty stiff, which is pretty cool. Because that's what we need. We needed some stiffness, and we wanted the washies to be able to come off of the paper. We want to be able to use all the washi that we actually put onto this. So it was important to have a nice slick surface. And of course we want it to be pretty too. All right, so now, okay, let's just move that off to the side. So now we have some rounded corners. And now we can start putting our washies on. So I took a few washies out here, and I have some more tubs of washi. And these are like mostly purple. So I figure I would just put like a whole card that has purple and maybe some pink on there. I thought that would be kind of cool. And also then I wouldn't have to be looking up a whole bunch of stuff. So let's see. Will I be able to get 5 on here? Probably. Okay, so let's do this. And so I hope the person that is getting this likes purple. And you know what? You could always ask as well. You'd be like, what color do you like? So if you have a lot of washi tape, I'm trying to put these this way. If you have a lot of washi tape, you can actually give people what they like. I'm trying to get my owls the right size. So I'm going to start in the middle so it can be kind of even, I think. Actually, I'm going to start at the bottom, and you'll see why in a secondary sec. You got to be careful when you're pulling this around as well, because you could actually rip it because the lamination pouches create a very sharp edge. So we just want to be careful with that. And for this particular swap, you need to have like 10 different washi samples. Is it 10 different washi samples? It is, I'll tell you. Let's see here. It is, I gotta look at the rules. 8 to 10 samples, at least 10 inches. So this card is a little bit more than 2 inches. So I know if I go around it, if I go from here to here, that's 2 inches. So I just need to go around this card like about 4 times, but you know. So that's like 1, 2, actually that's like 8 inches right there. So I'm just going to go like 2 more. So just add a little bit more washi because this is some beautiful washi. And I think the recipient will have fun using it. All right, and then I'm going to this will be the back of the card. So let's put this to the back. All right, next, let's do a little purple. And you know, this is a good exercise as well to see if your washi tape is good. Because you know, washi tape it kind of dries up and goes bad over time when you don't use it. Y'all, I don't even know where I put the back at. So this is the back side here. And even though it's just for a swap, I still like for my stuff to be nice and detailed. So nobody wants slop. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, next we're going to do this one. And also, you want to give people washis that you love too, because they'll love them as well. And I guess you can stick some washis in there that you don't love so much because maybe they will. And I just randomly kind of picked which washis I was going to do. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3. I got the front and the back mixed up. Dag nabbit. I think this was supposed to be the front. So it's like 4 and then 1 more. You just don't want your washis to be overlap each other. Okay, that's good. I might not have got 4, but I'm sure it's 10 inches on there. So we should be good to go on that part. So I also wanted to incorporate some thin washis on here. So let's do that as well. Put a little thin one on here. So although this is easy, it still takes a little bit of time. Y'all love this washi. 2, 3, 4. And I wanted to make sure that the recipient as well had enough washi to use, so I wanted to make sure I put plenty in here. This on the back. Uh-oh, see how I just ripped that? Because this edge is very sharp. So remember, do as I say and not as I do. Y'all, I can hear the squirrels on my roof. They are so loud. They sound like a gang, which they are. So we're going to say that's 2. 3. I think I'm at about 5 now. Just kind of went a little overboard on this one. Since I ripped it, I put some extra. Put a little extra on there. And I guess I could have brought this down just a little bit more as well. So y'all could kind of see what I'm doing. I know it looks kind of far away. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I put 5 on here. And purposefully, I wanted to leave the top kind of open. So let's do the next one. Okay, so I can't really, okay. So this should be this way. Okay, so I used those. So let's use these over here on this side. I just kind of randomly picked, I have a drawer next to me and I just randomly picked these washies out of there. Because these are ones I use the most, so I felt like, hey, if I love these, I'm pretty sure the next person will love these as well. All right, so that's 1. 2. 3. 4. And again, this is like a great way to like take some washies on the go. So you can put like your favorite washies onto one card. You can even make your card longer if you wanted to. And they're still like flat enough. You can see it's flat enough where you can stick it down into a pocket. So that's always nice. All right, so the next, I'm going to use this one. Y'all, this is probably like one of the first washi tapes I ever bought. And when I first started buying washis, I was buying them like at places like Staples and things like that. So that's how I know which ones I bought. Because I didn't know any better. I didn't know that you could get them someplace cheaper. But the thing is, the washis that they have there are like, the rolls are just humongous. So you kind of get what you pay for. This is 2. And they stick really good too. This one is still good after all this time. Okay. A few more around the bend here. You can get what you pay for. Alright, next I'm going to put this little skinny washi on here. I don't know if I've ever used this one. But I have it in my drawer next to me, so maybe I have. I don't know. I do not know. And like I said, this is like an easy job, but as you can see, it still takes a little bit of time to do if you want to make it really nice. Which I do. 4. Alright, I'm gonna go around one more time with this because I lost count. But I'm sure I either did 5 or 6, so I am okay with that. This is some pretty washi too. Alright, and then this one, now I got this at a dollar store. I'm gonna tell you, I love my dollar store washi. Nobody can say nothing bad about my dollar store washi. But I will say I have not purchased any washi in a really long time. I've been doing pretty good with that because you can become a washiholic very, very quickly. They're fun to collect. You can get them on the cheap. And then, but if you add up the cost of all the washi, oh my goodness, you're going to be like, what was I thinking? That's where I'm at. What was I thinking with all this washi? Liz lost her mind. All right. Okay. This one. was going to say, I know I had some more up here that I haven't used yet. Let's do of this one. Get on here, Washi. I'm trying to make it straight as I can. Now, this washi I have used a ton of times because I love it so much. Love it, love it, love it. So I know whoever gets this, they're going to love it too. I don't think I've used any washi in this project that I don't love. Oh, there it went. There it went, people. I'm just going to continue on. But this one's a little bit thin. I'm going to go around a few more times. All right. Okay, see, still have more to share. So now I have two. Now technically with these, I have fulfilled the swap, but y'all know I'm a little bit extra. And so I'm gonna do one more and I'm gonna put it on this card here. And this time, I'm gonna use my greens here. Now look at this washi. Isn't that stinking cute? This is a washi that I got a long time ago too, and it feels kind of, yeah, it feels a little functified, and it's also not coming off properly. So, and I don't feel like fighting with it. It's probably gone bad, but I'll deal with that one later. Okay, here's a beautiful butterfly washi. I'm gonna put that on. And I actually got this from IKEA. Did y'all know IKEA had washi tape? IKEA has washi tape. You have to go where they have like they have gift wrapped and stuff like that. It's still not that straight, but let's see if we can straighten this up. Oh, and she rips it. I got a little rough with it. I'll just put some extra on. I love this picture on here. It's actually a family picture. Y'all, I watched the Tiffany Haddish comedy special on Netflix, and it was pretty good. I have been kind of waiting. Y'all, I like hoard my TV shows and stuff. Cause I go into a show hole and I don't have anything to watch. So if I hoard my TV shows, then I'll go back and I can binge a little bit for a little while until I run out. Okay, so that's that one, and then I'm gonna use a plainer one here, which I still love. This one has like an ombre effect on it, green and blue. It's very nice. All right. Okay, that's 2, 3, 4. One more. I think I got this too back at the beginning of time when I started using washi. Y'all, and that was a few years ago. 3 or 4 years ago. I'd say more like 4 years ago. I'm ashamed to say. All right, let's use this one. And this one was a dollar store one too. That's another one that I love. I use this one a lot too. These polka dots. I think I have, I don't know. I like dots. I like circles. And I feel like I don't use them enough in my art. So I really love this particular washi tape. And I'm not like a green fan, but I like the greens in this washi tape in the circles. It's quite pretty. I lost count again. It's easy to lose count. So I just kind of will go through and I'll put enough on here until I feel it feels like it has enough. All right, we're going to do a few more and then we're going to go to the next step. Now this one's kind of a newer one. Let's put this one on next. It's quite beautiful. Do you all think that whoever gets this is going to love all these colors? If y'all do, you can, I believe I'm putting this video up as a premiere, so if you do, put a 1 in the chat. If you think they're going to love it. If you think I could have put like some better washi on here, you could put a 2. You can be honest with me. I can take it. Yeah, I have thick skin. I would rather for people to tell me the truth about things than to try to not hurt my feelings, because it's very, 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 very hard to hurt my feelings. Because I am not an emotional person. Let's just put it that way. If you hurt my feelings, you done something. I always like people to tell me the truth because I consider that to be like very constructive. It's like when you don't tell people the truth, I think you're doing them a disservice for sure. Because they're just going to keep doing the same thing they've been doing. But if you tell people the truth, then maybe, just maybe, they'll straighten up, fly right, and they won't do whatever it is that they've done bad again. Alright, so let's move some of this stuff out the way. We're going to go on to our next step. I know y'all saying there's a next step after all that. Yes, there is a next step, people. Okay, so we got our cards. We have like some empty cards too. And you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to send these empty cards with these. So again, the swap rules are 8 to 10 samples, and we have 15 here. And they have to be at least 10 inches long, each of them. And I'm sure all of these are more than 10. And I'm going to put some extra cards with this too. So the next thing that I am going to do is, I have an idea, but I don't know if this is going to work. This is experimental. I have not tried it. Okay. I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Okay, I have some eyelets here. Let's just see. Okay, I have a ring, and I believe this is a 1.5 inch ring, so it's lots of room on here. And let's see if this will fit in here. It will. Okay. So I'm gonna do something I've never done before. All right, let me get the big bite. Yeah, this has turned out to be one of my favoriteest tools. For sure. I got it last year, and I love it. So I'm going to do 3/16. And I'm going to attempt, I mean, they don't have to be super even. They might be a little bit off. I'm just going to do the best I can to kind of put these like right. Well, let's do this. Let's be a little bit more precise about this. I wonder, will it go through all of these? I mean, it's a big bite. Let's try it. I mean, this is not that thick. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to work or not. It may not. And it may or may not be in the middle, but it went through all of them. Yippee! And that's what I was going for. So I could actually put these on the ring this way, but y'all know, she's just a little bit extra. So I need to make sure the settings on the big bite are right. And I do have this it's in PDF form over at Junk Journal Buddies in the Facebook group. So if you don't have a guide as to what your settings should be on your big bite or on your smaller punch, then you can grab this because I believe it's the same for both. So this is going to be a 3/16 eyelet with no washer on the back, so it should be A1. So I'm going to put it right back where it belongs, or else it's going to get lost in here because this place is out of control, people. So let's see. Let's find one. And A. That's B and A. All right. So now, I'm just going to grab a color. I don't really care what color it is. Hopefully the holes are going to be big enough. Sometimes I'll be having problems with these holes. Okay, that's good. And an easy way I found to get the eyelets on here is just to put them down and then put the hole over it. And sometimes that works and sometimes it does not. I'm just saying. You have to do what you think is right. Let's do it this way. I'm going to make sure the colored side is on the front of the card. Got a purple here. Let's use a purple. So if you did use double-sided paper, you just have to make sure you look at your tape and figure out what side you have determined to be the back. And I'll put a link to these eyelets too because I love these. And I need to purchase some more because I've been using them like crazy. See, now this one I put on the back, but let's just take that out and put it on the right side. Okay, and we'll just use a black on this one. It doesn't matter. This one doesn't have a side, so I don't have to worry about that piece. All right. So now let's close these up. And I know you all can't see what I'm doing, but ooh, y'all didn't sound good. That didn't sound good. I don't think I had it on there right. But it's not coming off. Okay, we're good. It sounded kind of quay, but I do believe it's all right. Can't find the piece on here. What's going on with you? Why can't I get this together? Let's see if I can see what I'm doing this way. There we go. Y'all, why it's making that noise, I do not know. I hope I ain't broke anything because I did use this on some difficult washers. Looks okay. I'm not feeling that the washers are actually seating properly, even though I have the right. Y'all hear that? It shouldn't be doing that noise. That's a little quay. And like I said, I'm not feeling confident in this. Maybe because this is very thin. I don't know. I guess it is seating. Hold on, stand up. I think it's just making that noise, but yeah, it actually is kind of, it's perfect. The noise just scared me. So I'm always listening to my gadgets. That's definitely okay. Especially when I sew. My sewing machine, I always listen. So these are very good. Okay, so let's move that out the way. All right, now we have our ring, which again is 1.5 inches. And it's just a keychain ring, or sometimes called a book ring. And just gonna put all of these facing this way. And I guess you can put them on any kind of order you wanted to. So you can make these for yourself, and this is something you can have sitting on your desk, next to your desk. And it's a good way to limit the supplies that you have available out to you. So we'll put those in the back. And then, ta-da-da-da, we have a washi tape samples. So I'm just going to bring the camera down a little bit more. Y'all can get a closer look at these. And I will fix the focus here. Give me un momento. There we go. Look at that. That's some beautiful washi there. And so we have this one here, which I randomly just took out, but I like it. This one has like a little bit of an ombre effect. And you can see the lamination of the card, and you can see where I put back of my hand there, where I rounded the corners on these as well. So this will not wear out over time. You can use this over and over again. So if the person doesn't like this washi, they can still just use the cards. And then we have the green. And I tried to put on here a little bit neat. This one's a little bit crooked, but I think it's okay for the most part. It's looking pretty good. And then this one, right, that's the back. That's the front. Kind of cute, huh? Y'all like that? The houses and that little squiggly line. So pretty. And these I use all the time. So I wanted to make sure that I gave whoever gets this the same things that I like. So we have this card, a blank. And this one, which is just some cardstock. And like I said, you can put like maybe some tiny words. That should be able to go through the laminator okay. And again, of course, once you put the washi tape on it, you're not going to be able to see it anyway. So let me fix the camera back up here. So I hope you all enjoyed this. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, people. Thumbs up. We're trying to get this to 1,000 likes, and I forgot to ask that at the beginning of the video. So I hope you hung around to the end of here. And hopefully I will be back on live, if I'm not already, soon. And make yourself some travel washi samples. All right, everybody. Have a good night. With that, I'm going to say love, peace, and hair grease from your sweet Lotus Blossom and lovable Lizzie. Have a fantabulous day and enjoy life.